slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through,
Mama says that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Please hit Hey Alexis. Kaz always comes in early and puts in the like, ring the bell, and a smiley face. She always does that first. So hello, everyone. Today I had a couple of subs that said that they liked when I did the around the country news in 60 minutes or whatever. I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 articles to go over with you. Hey, Crystal. But Alexis sent me this article about Madeline Kingsbury, and since I went over her last night, I'm just going to go ahead and read this to you. It says, volunteers search new places for Madeline Kingsbury. The search for Madeline Kingsbury continues. On Saturday, volunteers searched the Minnesota and Wisconsin shorelines, looking in areas law enforcement haven't been able to cover. Kingsbury disappeared on March 31st after dropping her children off at daycare. A big thing to stress is no act is too small or too big, her friend Michaela Ripple says. Whether you're searching, posting on Facebook, sharing a post, everything is very helpful right now. According to Ripple, they plan to continue having searches until law enforcement tells them to stop. Kingsbury's family and friends are also raising money for blue ribbons and light bulbs in honor of her birthday. Tomorrow is her birthday, you guys. So that's the update on her, on that case. Okay, so there you are, Cass. Okay, let me present this. I'm just gonna go in order. Okay, do you guys remember me telling y'all about the Louisiana senior that went on a senior trip in the Bahamas and jumped over the boat? Actually, what happened was someone dared him to jump off the boat. He did, and I guess he got swept away and he drowned, apparently, because they cannot find him. So I'm going to say trigger warning. I will play the video of him jumping off of the boat into the water. If you do not want to watch it, please leave now and come back. It is a trigger warning. You don't see him like drowning or anything, but I'm going to play it for you guys. 1 second. Let me jump over here. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you, Kaz. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Oh, you sent a super chat. Oh, today's last day of month. I definitely did not make my $100, but it'll be there for next month. Okay, here we go. Of course, I have to take my gaiters off, but they look so pretty, you guys. Okay, so this picture right here is the guy that is no longer around. It says teen jumped overboard for a dare on cruise in Bahamas. Video shows chaos after teen goes missing. And I am going to play that right now for you guys. If you hear Penelope snoring, I am so sorry. She's laying next to me snoring. All right. Please let me know if you can hear it. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there sound? Oh, there it goes. Why doesn't it have sound? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, man. I just watched it. Oh, wait, here we go. Maybe this is it. Please have sound. Let's go.
God. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. That's it. Hey, the Yo, this kid's fucking gone, bro.
That's him in the water. Why is the sound off again? Oh my gosh. I don't know what the... It never fails, right, guys? I don't know what's wrong with it. Why it's not.
This kid fucking jumped off. Oh my fucking God. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. That's it. Hey, the Yo, this kid's fucking gone, bro.
He's just like swimming around like nothing. And they have the whole life ring thing for
This
him.
kid fucking jumped off.
Isn't that crazy, you guys? Hey, Army Vet, how are you? I'm in Louisiana. Who dat, baby? So another, I'm sorry, you guys, if that, to me, he was just swimming around, but they had the life ring for him or whatever. But I found another article today that is another Louisiana high school graduate dies after senior trip accident. So I wanted to read that. I am dual streaming on Facebook for the first time. I'm learning how to do this. So if you're watching me on Facebook, hey, I just don't know how to see your comments yet. Okay. It says some destinations won't get comments, so I'm assuming that's Facebook. But if you're on Facebook, hello, come over to YouTube. Okay, next one. So this is the one where another... Oh, Crystal, you sound like mine. Okay, let's see. All right, let's go this one. Another, are you serious? Another Louisiana high school graduate dies after senior trip accident. I believe this one was in Florida. For the second time in as many weeks, a Louisiana high school community is mourning the loss of a recent graduate who passed away after a senior trip accident. Last week, Demarion Andrews, a graduate of Caldwell Parish High School, was enjoying his senior trip in Florida, where he was riding a golf cart. Unfortunately, Andrews had an accident and fell from the golf cart, resulting in a head injury. According to a Facebook post by Beast of the Week, an affiliate brand of KTVE-KARD, asking for prayers, Andrews lost consciousness and did not regain it after hitting his head during the fall. And I guess that's him and his girlfriend and him. I guess he played basketball, football. He must have been like a good athlete. Medical professionals performed surgery to alleviate the pressure on his brain, but a report confirmed that the former Caldwell Parish High School graduate died as a result of the injuries he sustained in the accidents. And this is him right here, graduating. Gosh, this is so sad. But you know, it seems like every year a senior dies, at least here. The tragic news of Andrew's passing is the second report of a 2023 Louisiana high school graduate dying as a result of a senior trip accident. Just last week, the U-High community in Baton Rouge was devastated by the sudden loss of a student who reportedly jumped overboard during a sunset cruise on his senior trip. There has been an outpouring of condolences and prayers to Andrew's family members and loved ones on social media. This is Beast of the Week. A few days ago, Demarion Andrews from Caldwell was on his senior trip in Florida riding a golf cart. Andrews fell off the cart and hit his head. Andrews lost consciousness and never regained it. Doctors did surgery to release pressure of his brain. It's with sad news that unfortunately Demarion has passed away. Prayers to the family, friends, and all those close to Demarion. Gosh, that's so sad. Okay, let's watch this video of him, guys.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I really liked that. So this must be him and his friends. Oh, his team members, because they all have, well, except this one, maybe he's the coach, I don't know. Okay, that's that one, y'all. It's so freaking sad when things like this happen. Stop it. Okay, so now Arnold Schwarzenegger. I didn't know anything was wrong with Bruce. Southern athletes are different. We play multiple sports year round. And yeah, you got that right. You got that right, Army vet. Okay, so the next one that I want to show you is Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about Bruce Willis. I didn't know anything was wrong with him, but evidently he does have a medical condition, and we're going to go over let me make sure that you guys can see it. Hey, Rock Jim. My girls are here. Okay, so it says Arnold Schwarzenegger says Bruce Willis will be remembered as a great, great star. So reading that title, I thought he died. So you know I got to keep reading. Arnold Schwarzenegger has called his action movie peer Bruce Willis a huge, huge star and a kind man. I think that he's fantastic, Schwarzenegger said in an interview with Cinema Blend. He was always for years and years is a huge, huge star. Okay, you said that like 5 times. And I think that he will always be remembered as a great, great star and a kind man. I understand that under his circumstances, health-wise, that he had to retire. But in general, we never really retire. Action heroes, they reload. Gosh, they're getting so old. So are we. Last year, Willis's daughter Rumor announced via Instagram that her father had been diagnosed with aphasia, which affects language abilities, and was stepping away from his career. We wanted to share that our beloved Bruce has been experiencing some health issues and has recently been diagnosed with, I hope I'm saying this right, aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities. As a result of this, and with much consideration, Bruce is stepping away from the career that has meant so much to him. Schwarzenegger has long been an admirer of Willis, and the new book, The Last Action Heroes: The Triumphs, Flops, and Feuds of Hollywood's Kings of Carnage, author Nick the author recounts how the Austrian actor guffawed through a screening of the movie at Fox. Not least the moment when McClane exclaims, "They have missiles, automatic weapons, and enough plastic explosives to orbit Arnold Schwarzenegger." Did y'all know that he was sick? I don't know if y'all knew he was sick because I didn't, but I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube and I stream on there. Gorilla Tape is so good. Chris. Bro, my internet goes out. Okay, so I got approved for the card. Dude, there's a dispensary right across the street from me, right? So I was looking on the website and I cannot believe the prices. Yo, the prices is like double the price of recreational marijuana in Arizona. It's like a half a gram of cartridge is $80. I can get a gram for 35. Of course, church. Like it's way sickening crazy. And I spent $150 on that visit. And now I don't even want to buy this shit because it's so expensive. Okay, anyway, let's go. Danny Lee arrested for 3 felony count DUI charges after slamming into a moped driver, blew nearly twice the legal limit, and here she is. Danny Lee was handcuffed by police after she was involved in a hit and run during the early morning hours of Tuesday, May 30th. The Easy singer, she's a singer? Had been driving her car under the influence in Miami Beach. Is this a singer, you guys? In Miami Beach, Florida, at the end of Memorial Day weekend, when she struck a man on a moped, allegedly causing serious injuries to the victim. I like her hair like that, though. Let me see. Is she a singer? You guys don't know? Okay, let me go back to the article. The baby's ex and baby mama was seen cruising at a high speed while swerving in and out of lanes in the moments before the tragic incident. Several witnesses stated in a police report obtained by a news publication. At some point during her reckless driving, Danny Lee reportedly slammed into the moped driver and dragged the motorized scooter for almost an entire block. Okay, so a moped is like one of those little bitty thingies. So if she drug it for like an entire block, did the dude stay on it or did he fall off? He had to have fell off. A bystander saw the emergency situation unfold and alerted a nearby officer, who then initiated a stop, according to the outlet. The 28-year-old smelled of alcohol. Was that her? The 28-year-old smelled of alcohol and failed field sobriety tests conducted at the scene, the police report detailed. Danny Lee eventually took a breathalyzer test where she reportedly blew a 0.145 and a 0.148, both nearly twice the legal limit. The Craven rapper, was arrested and brought into custody by law enforcement, it was reported. Upon arrival, Danny Lee was charged with 3 counts of felony, driving under the influence, leaving the scene of a crash with serious bodily injury, and DUI damage to property. The victim was transported to a local hospital to receive medical treatment. Doctors determined the man had suffered a kidney laceration and a spinal fracture. Wow. During a recent exclusive interview with OK, Danny Lee admitted she just moved to Miami and was looking to represent her fellow Dominican American artists as well as the Latin culture and just go crazy. Well, you kind of like screwed that up a little bit. Oh, was she a Lakers cheer? Is that her or somebody else? Yeah, somebody else. I feel like that's where those vibes are at. I need to just tap in. I always want my R&B wave, but I love to make that type of music too because it feels good to dance. It feels good to dance too. That stuff is classic. Danny Lee also revealed who she gets her inspiration from. The late legendary singer Prince. Rest in peace, Prince. I was 18 when that happened to me, she explained of her work on his 2013 song Breakfast Can Wait. No, it can't. Not if you're hungry. I moved to LA when I was 16 to make it, quote unquote, and that happened to me early on. It really gave me the push and motivation to keep going because Prince saw something in me, she concluded. That is so wonderful. Hold on one second. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Penelope started barking. My dad opened the door. She didn't really leave. Rock Gym. That, yes. Yes, Alexis Lee. But I don't listen to, like, I thought she was just some regular woman on the freaking, just some regular woman. I'm not going to look up her stuff, though. Let her stay in jail. I don't know if she's out yet, but I found this, and I don't know if you guys would think it was interesting or not, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. It says NASA panel to hold first public meeting on UFO study ahead of report. A NASA panel formed last year to study what the government calls unidentified aerial phenomena, commonly termed UFOs, was due to hold its first public meeting on Wednesday, ahead of a report expected in coming weeks. The 16-member body, assembling experts from fields ranging from physics to astrobiology, was formed last June to examine unclassified UFO sightings and other data collected from civilian, government, and commercial sectors. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in UFOs? Any UFOs? The focus on Wednesday's 4-hour public session is to hold final deliberations before the agency's independent study team publishes a report this summer, NASA said in announcing the meeting. The panel represents the first such inquiry ever conducted under the auspices of the U.S. space agencies for a subject the government once consigned to the exclusive and secretive purview of military and national security officials. The NASA study is separate from a newly formalized Pentagon-based investigation of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP, documented in recent years by military aviators and analyzed by U.S. defense and intelligence officials. The parallel NASA and Pentagon efforts, both undertaken with some semblance of public scrutiny, highlight a turning point for the government after decades spent deflecting, debunking, and discrediting sightings of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, dating back to the 1940s. The term UFOs, long associated with notions of flying saucers and aliens, has been replaced in government parlance by UAP. While NASA's science mission was seen by some as promising a more open-minded approach to a topic long treated as taboo by the defense establishment, the U.S. Space Agency made it known from the start that it was hardly leaping to any conclusions. There is no evidence UAPs are extraterrestrial in origin, NASA said in announcing the panel's formation last June. In its more recent statements, the agency presented a new potential wrinkle to the UAP acronym itself, referring to it as an abbreviation for Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena. This suggested that sightings other than those that appeared airborne may be included. Still, NASA, in announcing Wednesday's meeting, said the space agency defines UAPs and as observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or known natural phenomena from a scientific perspective. U.S. defense officials have said the Pentagon's recent... You cannot pass right there, Penelope. Go around. You all up on my computer. Stop. Okay. U.S. defense officials have said that the Pentagon's recent push to investigate such sightings has led to hundreds of new reports that are under examination, though most remain categorized as unexplained. The head of the Pentagon's newly formed All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, has said the existence of intelligent alien life has not been ruled out. What? Whatever. But that no sighting has produced evidence of extraterrestrial origins. Okay, people. UFOs are real, as in a alien spaceship UFO, or just a regular unidentified object in the sky? I don't know. I don't believe in aliens either. But then I saw this article and it pissed me off. Five juveniles arrested after brawl with Marines on California pier over Memorial Day weekend. Really? Are you really serious? Here we go.
Police have arrested 5 juvenile suspects so far in that vicious weekend beating of 3 off-duty Marines on a Southern California pier. Not clear what happened before this video was recorded, but police say that the fight may have started when the Marines asked a group of young people to stop setting off fireworks. 2 Marines there are seen on the ground as members of the group kick and punch them. Bystanders broke up that melee. The Marines were treated for cuts and bruises.
Now to a landmark ruling stemming from
I didn't realize I was muted. How all them people was beating on those Marines on Memorial Day weekend. So disrespectful. I know, Crystal, y'all got some aliens over there. Totally disrespectful. This pisses me off. And now, look at this, you guys. Another freaking incident on Memorial Day weekend. Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Can you see it? Okay. Memorial Day weekend mayhem leaves 53 shot, 11 fatally in Chicago. I didn't hear of this.
This weekend, what you saw on display is that everybody recognizes is that it's going to take all of us to unite this city and to build a better, stronger, safer city. Poverty didn't go away over the weekend. Like, we understand that when communities have been disinvested in and traumatized, that you're seeing the manifestation of that trauma.
I hope you guys can read it because there's no sound.
This weekend, what you saw on display is that everybody recognizes is that it's going to take all of us to unite this city and to build a better, stronger, safer city.
It's playing again. I'm sorry.
Poverty didn't go away over the weekend.
It says more than 50 people were shot, 11 fatally, over a violent Memorial Day weekend in Chicago. The gunshot victims included 2 toddlers who were accidentally shot and wounded in separate incidents, and 2 teenagers, a 14-year-old boy, a 16-year-old girl, who were hurt in unrelated shootings while standing on sidewalks, according to a review. That's one of my biggest fears, to just be walking on the side of the road, on a sidewalk, and be in the way of a drive-by, or, yeah, that's just, I think about that. On Tuesday, police officials said at least 53 people were shot across the city in 42 separate incidents that occurred between 6 p.m. on Friday and 11:59 p.m. on Monday. Besides the 11 people who were fatally shot over the weekend, an additional person was fatally stabbed. The string of shootings occurred as newly elected Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's safety plan was deployed over the Memorial Day weekend. Some safety plan, Mr. Johnson. Johnson's initiative supports violence prevention programs and youth outreach efforts by funding the work of more than 250 grassroots organizations across 24 communities on the west and south sides of Chicago. The spike in gun violence in Chicago comes as city leaders were seeing declines in both homicides and shootings this year. Before this past weekend, homicides in Chicago were down 7% from the 228 slayings that occurred in the first 5 months of 2022, according to the Chicago Police Department's crime statistics. Shooting incidents are also down 9% this year compared to last year, crime statistics say. This weekend, what you saw on display is that everybody recognizes that it's going to take all of us to unite this city and build a better, stronger, safer city, Johnson told reporters at a community event on Monday. Well, that would make every state better. Johnson acknowledged that we have a lot of work to do to curb gun violence in Chicago and said poverty continues to be one of the primary reasons for the shootings and homicides. Okay. Just because you were grown up in poverty does not mean that whatever. Poverty didn't go away over the weekend, Johnson said. We understand that when communities have been disinvested in and traumatized, that you're seeing the manifestation of that trauma. 10 of the 11 gunshot homicides occurred on Saturday. The first homicide of the holiday weekend unfolded just before 1 a.m. on Saturday in the Beverly View, Beverly Hills, in the Beverly View neighborhood, when a 33-year-old man was discovered unresponsive on a sidewalk with a gunshot wound under his left armpit. According to police, the victim was pronounced dead at the scene and no arrests have been announced in the incident. Just after 2 a.m. Saturday, a 35-year-old man was found on a sidewalk, in the Lakeview East neighborhood suffering from a bullet wound to the chest. The victim, William Hare, was taken to Masonic Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. No arrests have been announced. Don't go walking on the sidewalks in Chicago, y'all. Senseless is the only word for it, Hare's brother Matthew Hare told ABC Chicago station. He said his brother was walking home from a bar with his best friend when a car pulled up alongside them. The occupants of the vehicle shot Hare while attempting to rob him and his friend. Around 2:09 a.m. on Saturday, 4 people were shot in a drive-by shooting, including the 69-year-old woman who was killed. Witnesses told police the gunfire came from a vehicle and was aimed at a car containing 3 men, who all suffered gunshot wounds. Police later discovered the 69-year-old woman. Don't tell me she was walking on the sidewalk. 69-year-old woman alone in another car, suffering from a bullet wound to the side. Wow. She was taken to University of Chicago Medical Center where she was pronounced dead. Just before 3 a.m. on Saturday, another sidewalk. Just before 3 a.m. on Saturday, a man and a woman were both shot in the face while standing on a sidewalk. Both victims were taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where one of them, a 36-year-old man, was pronounced dead, according to police. No arrests have been announced. At about 3:20 a.m. Saturday, a 22-year-old man, identified by police as Jonathan Salgado, was shot in the chest while standing on a sidewalk. What in the hell? I'm not going to Chicago because this is my fear, to be shot by accident from a drive-by on a side of the road, on a sidewalk. All these things happen. Whatever, people, stay off the sidewalks in Chicago. Salgado was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Also on Saturday, an unidentified man, described as 25 to 30 years old, was found shot multiple times in the Humboldt Park area in the northwest section of the city and was later pronounced dead at Stroger Hospital. A 20-year-old man was shot in the back. Oh yeah, that's not good. He already turned around to walk away. A 20-year-old man was shot in the back around 10 p.m. Saturday as he walked along a street, police said. The victim was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. About an hour later, a 26-year-old man was shot and killed when he exited a gas station in the West Woodlawn section of the police department. Police said the string of killings continued on Sunday in the Fernwood neighborhood on Chicago's south side, when around 12:30 a.m., a 20-year-old man was shot multiple times by 2 assailants who remained at large Tuesday morning. Go figure. No one's arrested. Okay, hold on a second. I have to, do y'all want me to go through all Crystal? Of course. Hey, Heather, how are you? Okay. Yeah. In addition to the fatal shootings, a 42-year-old woman was found stabbed to death just after midnight Saturday in an alley in the Austin neighborhood of the city. A 64-year-old man, police identified as Arnold Smith, was arrested and charged with murder in the fatal stabbing. Among the victims shot and wounded over the weekend was a 77-year-old man who was shot in the back, another one in the back. The man was among 3 people wounded in a drive-by shooting that unfolded around 1:43 a.m. Monday in the Burnside neighborhood, police said. No arrests were announced. What the hell? All these people done died, and ain't nobody been arrested. On Saturday, a 21-year-old man was shot in the thigh by a 24-year-old man. He allegedly approached and fired shots. The man who was shot was arrested after being taken to Holy Cross Hospital. The man who shot him has a permit to legally carry a firearm. What? Okay, hold on. The man that was shot in the thigh was arrested, but the man who shot him, because he has a permit to carry, was not charged. So if you have a permit to carry, you can just go shoot somebody in the thigh and just get away with it. Okay, nice. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. All right, let's see the next one. Sidewalk Lives Matter. Yo, I'm not walking on no sidewalks anymore. I'm so serious right now. And here's another one. Teenage girl charged with killing 19 in school dorm fire after cell phone confiscated. 15-year-old could face life in prison if found guilty of deliberately setting fire. Is this a video? Yeah, it's a video. Oh, play. Huh? Please don't tell me. Okay. Oh, another one. Why can't we just skip them? They don't have a skip button. Okay, Target. Maybe this isn't about it. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. A 15-year-old schoolgirl from Guyana was charged as an adult Monday in the murder of 19 people after police accused her of purposefully setting fire to a school dormitory in retaliation for her cell phone being confiscated. The fire killed 18 of her schoolmates and a 5-year-old boy trapped inside the building after a dorm matron locked the doors from the inside to prevent the female students aged 12 to 18. Okay, so definitely not college. I thought it was a college dorm. From sneaking out to socialize with males from a nearby mining town. Oh, it's an all-girls school. How the fire was started has not been clear yet, but this is the fire. This is the burned remains of the dormitory, or shown as a secondary school. Oh, so it was like a middle school to high school. So the girl was ordered to be held in custody pending further hearings after she appeared virtually for the proceedings Monday. She has not yet been permitted to plead guilty or not guilty to the charges and will appear for another court hearing on July 5th. State and defense attorneys will then decide whether they are ready to start a prelim trial. The 15-year-old could face up to life in prison if she is found guilty of purposefully setting fire to the Medea Secondary School this month. The school, a government boarding school, okay, it's an all-girl boarding school, that serves remote indigenous villages in the country's southwest, was found ablaze shortly before midnight on May 21st. Some 24 students were injured as firefighters worked to rescue them from the burning building heavily constructed with iron grillwork. One of the critically injured students was sent to a hospital in New York for specialist treatment, though the majority of the injured students have been discharged. Well, that is good, but I do have a question. Should she be charged as an adult? Should she be charged as an adult and get life in prison at 15? I don't know, and I would like to know. I have my feelings on that, and I say an eye for an eye. If you're 15 and you think you're big enough to kill somebody, okay, satanic runes. Ghost inside one of the most haunted homes in the world. Can you guys see this? No, you cannot. Here you go, Crystal. Are you still in here? It's not the sort of White House that most tourists line up to see. Jose Flores, known as Jose Flores Terror on TikTok, recently explored one of the most haunted homes in the world, located in Mexico. In the 2-minute video, a clip resurfaced from last year, Flores showed his 6.4 million followers La Leyenda de la Casa Blanca, which translate as the Legend of the White House. Flores, 23, claims the mansion with the all-white exterior has been haunted by a woman wandering the halls in a white dress since the 1980s. I want to see the video. Where's the video? This is pictures of the house. I want to see the video. Holy crap, that's satanic stuff. Ew. Oh my god, that's like the legs that when you get amputated, right? I wanna see the video. I guess this is the woman right here. Oh no, these people said a video and I have not found a video. Okay, let's go. So this is the house. These are the two TikTokers that go in the house. And this is just pictures of inside the house. The only thing we know is that the woman decided to leave the house because she had suffered a family tragedy, losing her son and husband, he revealed to Jam Press. People who passed by the home have alleged they've seen a woman in a white dress through the windows on the second floor, according to Flores. The owner of the cursed home allowed Flores to explore the eerie property. As soon as he entered the home, he spotted a red satanic symbol painted on the wall. I would have done jetted after that. Bouncing, you staying, that's cool with me, stay, but I'm out. He proceeded to walk around expecting sightings of ghostly spirits, but instead was welcomed by a room full of dolls that had been hung by wires onto a leafless tree branch. And that's the dolls. Looks like some kind of Charlie Brown tree looking like stuff with dolls on it. And we already went through this. I don't know why they would have that stuff in there. You need to clean their walls. Yeah, it needs a good cleaning. People, clean your house. His exploration only gets more horrifying when he discovered a small black closet with scratch marks and white handprints all over the walls. Trigger warning if this bothers you. In the center of the marks is the number 500 with no indication of its meaning. The 23-year-old also came across a bathtub full of pigeon feathers, 2 prosthetic legs, that's what they were, and locked doors. Although the abandoned home is in disrepair, there is still some beauty inside of it, including an elaborate staircase that extends to the second floor with intricate all-white banisters. However, many viewers were too distracted by a ghostly figure to notice the architectural details. In the beginning, a shadow appears running, one person commented. That must be the scratch door with the 500, but I don't see 500. The Ghost of the Woman, guys. Watch it on 26. I don't even see a video. Oh, wait, that's just a bigger picture. Have y'all even seen a video? I saw something in the window. One explorer co-signed the house. One explorer co-signed the house's daunting aura, saying, I already went there with my aunt, my stepfather, and my mother, and it really feels a strange vibe, and it feels like someone is watching you. Someone is watching you. I still want to know. Oh, yeah, there it is. I found it, people. Okay, let's watch the video. Ready? Let me make sure it's up here. I'm asking Marisha, yes, no matter how old you are, right? Crystal, making dinner.
Bienvenidos una vez más a la siguiente exploración. El día de hoy nos encontramos en la denominada Casa Blanca. Justamente al momento de ingresar, nos topamos inmediatamente con algunos símbolos satánicos escritos en las paredes. La leyenda cuenta que justamente lleva más de 30 años en completo abandono, y que en la segunda planta de este lugar se aparece lo que parece ser la silueta de una mujer de blanco, Todavía podemos encontrar algunas cosas dentro de la casa, así como también algunas marcas, por prácticamente todas las paredes. Y es que se cuenta que aproximadamente en los años 80 era habitada por una mujer bastante adinerada, la cual después de sufrir una pérdida familiar, decidió abandonar completamente la casa. Y algunas personas cuentan que justamente después de que esta mujer falleciera, su alma sigue visitando la casa en distintas ocasiones, y es sobre todo vista en la segunda planta de este lugar. Después de recorrer un total de 10 habitaciones que son con las que cuenta la casa, llegamos finalmente a esta habitación en la cual anteriormente, y justamente después de que esta mujer falleciera, su alma sigue visitando la casa en distintas ocasiones, y es sobre todo vista en la segunda planta de este lugar. Después de recorrer un total de 10 habitaciones que son con las que cuenta la casa, llegamos finalmente a esta habitación en la cual anteriormente se encontraba un piano, que fue lo único que quedó después de que la casa quedara completamente abandonada, el cual se escucha durante la...
We might not know what he's saying. Well, me anyway, if you know Spanish. Maybe you can translate it for us. I don't know. They're just explaining the house. But at least we get to see inside the house.
Las noches, y nos encontramos con este extraño árbol y muñecas prácticamente por toda la habitación. Más adelante un extraño closet pintado completamente de negro, el cual contenía una especie de conteo bastante extraño, así como también algunas manos pintadas en las paredes. Algunas parecieran que simplemente son de niños, y algunas se miran más grandes. Este es uno de los balcones, el cual da directamente hacia la calle principal, y justamente en estas puertas es en donde se ha reportado el avistamiento de aquella mujer de blanco.
Okay, that was the video I couldn't find, you guys. But I found it. Sorry, it was in Spanish. But at least we got to see inside the house. That house is scary. Would you stay in that house? Didn't think so. We only have 2 more left to go. I don't think I know who this guy is, so I know y'all do. Actor Danny Masterson convicted of 2 counts of rape at second Los Angeles trial. And this must be him. Actor Danny Masterson was convicted of 2 counts of rape Wednesday after his second trial on charges that he sexually assaulted several women he met through the Church of Scientology in the early 2000s. Jurors hung on a 3rd count after deliberating for a little more than a... Whoa, they deliberated for a week. Could you imagine if the jury for Lori or Letitia took a week? They contacted Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo around 11 a.m. Wednesday to say that they had reached a verdict on 2 of the 3 rape counts against Masterson, but that were hopelessly deadlocked on a 3rd. Jurors previously hung on all counts against Masterson during a trial in the late 2022. The courtroom was packed with a mix of Masterson's relatives and supporters and other observers. The actor's wife, Bijou Phillips, let out a pained cry shortly after the verdict was read and began sobbing. Most of the allegations against Masterson aired in the roughly 2-week trial first surfaced in 2017. The victims identified in court as Chrissy B., Jen B., and N. Trout. We're all practicing Scientologists when they met Masterson through the church. This sounds like some Chad Daybell stuff going on around here. Jurors convicted Masterson of sexually assaulting Jen B. and N. Trout, but were unable to reach a verdict on the allegations against Chrissy B. 2 of the women said they waited more than a decade to come forward because church officials discouraged them from contacting law enforcement, leaving them in the impossible situation of choosing between their faith and accountability for the man who allegedly raped them. All of the women had relatives in Scientology and feared they would be excommunicated and labeled suppressive persons if they went against Masterson and the church. Scientology officials have repeatedly denied prohibiting members from cooperating with police. But after a 2021 preliminary hearing, Los Angeles Supreme Court Judge Charlene Olmedo ruled that the church has an expressly written doctrine that discourages members from reporting one another to law enforcement. Doesn't that kind of sound like the fraternity in the Idaho 4 case, that they're saying that they weren't supposed to call law enforcement, or they had to, whatever they were saying? That's just ludicrous. The church has said Olmedo's interpretation is incorrect. All of the women described failing prey to Masterson after he served them drinks that made them disoriented and nauseous. Philip Cohen, one of Masterson's defense attorneys, has repeatedly noted that prosecutors have zero forensics evidence to prove the victims were drugged. Chrissy B said she endured a tumultuous and abusive relationship with Masterson, where he repeatedly spit on her, called her white trash, and initiated sex with her while she was asleep. Yes, that is rape, if she says no. She alleged that in November 2021, she awoke to Masterson forcing himself on her. When she said no, he struck her, pinned her. Okay, I'm sorry. This was done to me from my ex. Except, yeah, it was. He did the same exact thing to me, but to rape me for anal. She also alleged, good night, Grandma. She also alleged that she lost consciousness after Masterson served her a drink at La Poubelle restaurant in Franklin Village in 2001. Waking up the next morning in serious pain at the actor's Hollywood Hills home, Masterson told her that they had sex to her horror, according to a letter she wrote to a Scientology official that was presented at a trial. Jen B described becoming weak and woozy after having a drink with Masterson, who she said brought her to his home and violently raped her, wielding a gun and suffocating her with a pillow. And Trout described a similar experience, saying that Masterson isolated her at his house once she grew weak. She alleged he groped her and digitally penetrated her in a shower before raping her so violently that she vomited. Whoa. Masterson has denied all wrongdoing. Of course she would. He did not testify at either trial, and his attorneys did not put forth a defense at the second trial. But across his cross-examinations and arguments, Cohen repeatedly noted that the prosecution had no way to corroborate any of the assaults and no evidence of drugging, while questioning if the victims were motivated by a bias against the church rather than anything Masterson had done. The church has loomed large over the proceedings. In addition to the women's allegations that Scientology officials discouraged them from reporting the rapes to police, the revelation that a church attorney obtained discovery materials in the case has sparked an LAPD investigation and allegations of impropriety from prosecutors. The materials obtained by attorney Vicky included redacted text messages exchanged between Masterson's accusers and LAPD investigators, according to Los Angeles County Deputy District Attorney Reynold Mueller. Why these people have to have such difficult names? A hearing to determine how Podbresky got the materials was set to take place Wednesday morning, but was rescheduled by Olmedo because deliberations were ongoing. Podbresky said last month that she got the documents legally and did nothing wrong, but declined to explain how they came into her possession. Wow, this dude right here. These actors and public figures, like even football players, like, what the hell? They just think they can just get away with everything under the sun? No, thank you. Okay, I just have one more left, you guys. And it's been an hour. I'm so good at this. I can just make it. Let me see what you said. Oh, Gator, I feel so sad that you went through that. Thank you. I just don't like talking about it. And when I read that, it just, got to me. South Carolina gas station owner chased, fatally shot 14-year-old, police say. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. I was like, where's my vape? I know y'all probably hear me moving around in this bed. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my StreamYard from going away. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Skip. Here we go.
Earlier today, around 6:52, that's when we got the first call that multiple people were shot. Officers immediately responded. They found the 9 victims with gunshot wounds. They immediately rendered aid, and the victims were taken to Joe DiMaggio and Memorial Regional Hospital. At this point, we have 4 juveniles. Their ages are between 1 and 17. We also have 5 adults, ages 25 through 65. Right now, there's one who is in surgery, and the rest of the victims are stable at this point. We do have one person of interest detained, and right now we're also searching for an additional suspect. At this point, they're believed to be a black male with dreads, a black short sleeve shirt, and camo shorts.
People come to enjoy a holiday weekend on the beach with their families, and to have people in complete
This is what we read already, but why is this video with this article? Let's read it. A South Carolina gas station owner accused of fatally shooting a 14-year-old boy who he said stole from his store was charged with murder this week. The teen's killing has sparked protest and community outrage. Cyrus Cormac Belton did not steal from the Express Mart shell in Columbia on Sunday night, Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott said. But 58-year-old Rick Chow and his son chased him out of the store of the property and down the street before Chow shot him in the back. You so screwed. Dude, you don't do that. When somebody's running away from you, you don't fucking shoot them. I'm so sorry. I am so done with these people. They're so freaking ignorant. Oh, it's senseless. It doesn't make sense. Exactly. We have a family that's grieving. We have a community that's grieving over a 14-year-old that was shot for nothing. He didn't even steal. Chow made his first appearance in court on Tuesday. A bond hearing will be scheduled later. This really irritates me, y'all. Officials, 14-year-old was shot in the back. Lott said at about 8 p.m. Sunday, Cormac Belton, who was a black middle school student, went into the convenience store, and Chow suspected him of shoplifting because he was a black kid. What the F ever? Get out my face with this stuff. Lott said Cormac Belton picked up 4 bottles of water from a cooler but had put them back. The video footage that we have seen shows him picking up some items, not stealing them, and then he politely and quickly put the items back where he found them. After a verbal confrontation, Lott said Cormac Belton left the store and started running. Well, I would too if somebody was going to come after me. Rutherford said there was no indication of a physical fight or altercation between Cormac Belton and the store owners before the boy left the store. Okay, so the boy ran out the store and ran down the street. But then dude had enough time to go get his pistol and run behind the boy, enough time to be able to shoot him in the back. Chow, armed with a pistol, and his son chased Cormac Belton, and the boy fell down, then got back up. At some point, the son said that the victim had a gun. Lott said, adding that a gun was recovered close to Cormac Belton's body. At that point, the father shot the young man in the back. Lott said the investigation showed Cormac Belton did not point a gun at Chow before he was shot in the back. You're not threatened. You don't shoot someone in the back. They are leaving the situation. You do not shoot them in the back. There's no evidence showing that he was waving that gun around. There's no evidence showing he was brandishing it in any capacity. Rutherford said in an interview with USA Today, 4 bottles of water are not something you shoot anybody over, much less a 14-year-old. Cormac Belton was shot in the right lower back one time, Rutherford said, causing damage to his heart and hemorrhaging. She ruled his death a homicide. This was not an accidental shooting by any means. A bystander was doing compressions on Cormac Belton when authorities arrived, according to a report provided to USA Today by the Richland County Sheriff's Office. And this is the idiot that shot and killed that poor 14-year-old kid. Lott said Chow's store has seen several shoplifting incidents in the past, with reports of previous confrontations between the owner and customers. I wonder how many other people he shot just didn't kill. Richland County Sheriff's Department spokeswoman Veronica Hill said the department has received hundreds of calls for service at the gas station over the past 5 years. Chow was not charged with a crime in any of the other cases, Lott said, but Rutherford said police reports had been filed. Lott said Chow has a concealed carry gun permit, but it doesn't allow you to kill someone. But two prior incidents involved Chow shooting at an individual. Hill said Chow fired at a shoplifter twice in 2000. I think he needs to sell his business and go hunting or something with his little gun. The individual was treated at a local hospital after being struck in the leg and later pled guilty to charges related to the incident. Okay, well, he was shoplifting, but still. If they're running away from your store, you don't shoot them. In 2015, Chow fired about 6 shots at a vehicle in an attempt to stop an individual from stealing items. No one was injured. Chow has been charged with murder and is in custody at the Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center, jail records show. Since the shooting, community members have protested at the gas station where the incident began. Rutherford urged people to listen to the facts presented by the sheriff and coroner rather than incorrect narratives circulating on social media. I'm going straight from y'all's website. Including that the teen was kneeling on the ground or had his hands up when he was shot. No, he was running away from the person. Rutherford told USA Today she went to the gas station and spoke with protesters, urging people not to add trauma to Cormac Belton's grieving family by spreading false stories. In the aftermath of the shooting, a peaceful demonstration on Monday evening ended when the gas station was broken into. Glass windows were shattered and people were found in the store who ran out with merchandise. Sounds like when they have a hurricane and all the stores that have windows busted in. Yeah, it's like free for all, whatever. Everybody goes steal. But you do get arrested if you get caught. The outside of the gas station also was vandalized with spray paint. Photos provided by the sheriff's office show the inside of the store with shelves overturned and products strewn across the floor. Shattered glass and the name Cyrus in spray paint can be seen on the outside of the store in the photos. Signs placed on windows said "Justice for Cyrus" and "Rick murdered a child." Oh, wow, guys, look at all the trash and the spray paint. That's all water bottles. Rutherford and Lott both said protesters were welcome to peacefully voice their opinions, but Lott said stealing beer from the store had nothing to do with the child's death. No, you're right. You thought he was stealing water, not beer, right? Tearing up the store, tearing up the property, being violent in the protest is not going to help us get justice for Cyrus, Rutherford said in her Instagram video. Rutherford said that as a mother and community member, she understands the heartbreak people are feeling about the death. She said she has a son the same age. We want justice for this young man, Rutherford said. He could be any of our kids. He went into the store to get drinks. You speak Spanish? You speak a Spanish, lady? We're going to have to go back to the video and let us know what it says. No way is there to be shot in the back except I'm running pet. You know what, guys? Like, I didn't read the majority of these articles because I like to read them with you guys. That's why I have so much hard time pronouncing the names and some words that, I don't know. But So that's why I get like excited or emotional with you guys, because it's the first time I'm reading it too. But that gas station owner, like, that's a 14-year-old kid that will never experience graduation, college, anything, for stealing nothing. So I'm 10 minutes over the hour. Anyway, would like for you to comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about these articles. Please hit that thumbs up for me. I do have memberships. I would really appreciate it if you can become a member. That would really, really help me out. And I do have super stickers and super chats now. And I want to thank all of you for helping me get monetized, because if it wasn't for you watching me and subbing to me, it wouldn't have happened. So I just want to thank everyone. And I want everyone to have a good night. It's night here. Sorry. If you're watching the replay during the day, if you're watching the replay, hit that thumbs up for me and comment in the comment section. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. If you're on Facebook watching me, come to YouTube and watch me so that I can see you speak, because I cannot see Facebook's chat. So I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys in Laura's live in a little while. So I'll see you guys soon.